Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm hoping that you are awesome-tastically coping with everything that is currently going on right now. Who would have thought that it would take a global pandemic whilst I'm in Orlando, Florida, for me to film my next video. It has taken me approximately 228 to 230 days to film this video, and the main reason I'm filming this video is because I just want to tell you guys that it is okay to cry. This look right here is nothing like the way I look like on the 28th of March at 5 a.m. in the morning. This look is due to my sister making me do the Don't Rush challenge. I hope you guys liked it. If you haven't seen that Don't Rush challenge yet, go to my Instagram page, watch that over there. But this is mainly focused on everybody that is currently going through it. If you have suffered or are suffering from depression, general anxiety disorder, suicidal ideation, whatever mental issue you're suffering from right now, I can tell you right now, for me as a person and probably for you as a person, it feels 20 to 30 times worse than it would on a normal day, than it would without being in quarantine or in any kind of isolation. So this video is really just to tell you that it's okay to cry, because trust me, that picture that I just showed you, how I felt like and what I looked like on the 28th of March 2020 at 5 a.m. and between 5 and 6 a.m. in the morning is basically me crying and having a mental and emotional breakdown, because everything that's happening right now is so crazy. Like many other people, and hopefully other people watching this video, I'm away from home. Like for me and many other people, especially the ones working as Disney cast members here in Orlando, Florida, can't get home because of what's currently going on. And so trust me, if you have during the course of this week broken down, if you have during the course of this week cried, if you have during the course of this week shouted out, had some kind of mental breakdown, regardless of what the emotion is that you're showing, I want you to know that it is okay. It is fine to feel that way. It is normal to feel that way. I am coming out and telling you guys that like I felt that way, right? Like these are emotions that you cannot necessarily tell your close ones or tell your loved ones, and even when you tell them, it kind of does feel like they do not understand, they do not know what you're going through. And for a lot of people, if you are suffering from depression, if you're suffering from anxiety, if you're suffering from suicidal ideation, a lot of times when you try and explain yourself to people, it feels like they don't understand, and most probably they don't understand, and they're trying to understand, but only to you does what you feel makes sense, right? So again, going back to the point, if you cried this week, it's okay to cry. The main reason I'm doing this video is because I personally cried, and the one thing my mom has always taught me is that even if I can't come to her to talk to her, because my mother and my father, they're my best friends, right? So my mom's my best friend, my dad's my best friend, and sometimes I can't really come to them and tell them how I'm feeling. But one thing my mom has taught me is that if you cannot go up to anyone and tell them how you're feeling, and you're unsure of how they might, process and accept how you're feeling, cry. The one thing that you can do is cry. And especially for my male viewers, if you are a man and you're currently viewing this and you feel like you cannot cry, please kindly cry. It is a human emotion. It's made in you. It's for you. You're supposed to actually do it. I can definitely guarantee you that crying releases a whole lot of hormones. I can't mention all of the hormones right now, but I'll mention the hormones right over here, right? It releases these kinds of hormones. It releases tension. It releases stress. So sometimes if you can't speak to someone and you can't, confide in anyone, or you feel like if you confide to someone, you'll be a burden to someone, rather cry. This is something that my mother has always said. So I just want to say again, it's okay to cry. This is not the most serious video out there, and I don't want it to be like a really serious video because we have too much serious news. I just want to make sure that everyone else that happens to end up seeing this, please know that you're not going through this alone. If you have depression, again, if you have anxiety, if you have suicidal ideation, I know all of these feelings are probably times 2, 3, 4, 5, 10,000 right now during this specific situation. If you're like me, and in the first couple of weeks when they told you about COVID-19, you had a feeling in your throat and a feeling up here in your chest, and you were like, do I actually have coronavirus? And in reality, it is just probably the anxiety built up and the depression built up and all up in here. Please know that you are not alone. And one of the best ways to do this is to cry. This is probably not the best video in the world, but hopefully for some of you out there, this will help. Again, it's okay to cry. If you thought that I was somewhat cool in this video, because I honestly think that I was probably a miss in this video, go ahead, subscribe right over here for me. And if there are any other videos that you guys want to see, which I'm not sure, please let me know. I will try and make other videos, but right now, the way everyone's feeling, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be filming any kind of video. But that is basically it from me. Again, cry if you have to. And hopefully I will not see you in 226 days. I'll see you sooner. Ciao. Bye.